Hi everyone. Welcome to the Celebrity Diaries. Avant, the regarded American vocalist and lyricist, brags an important total assets of $4 million as of mid-2024. Famous for his heartfelt songs and enthralling verses, he has made a permanent imprint on the music scene with its like Isolated, Read Your Mind, and Make Great Love. These diagram-besting singles have moved him to Boundless, cementing his status as a melodic illuminator. Past his individual victories, Avant has accomplished noteworthy achievements with his collections, 3 of which have achieved platinum status. This huge achievement highlights his capacity to reverberate with crowds on a significant level, rising above the limits of sort and catching the hearts of audience members overall in his renowned lifetime, spreading over several decades. Avant has delivered a noteworthy index of music, including 15 singles and 9 collections. Each delivery demonstrates his unrivaled ability and immovable obligation to his, procuring him a committed following and basic praise conceived by Mayan Avant on April 26, 1978, in Cleveland, Ohio. The artist, expertly known as Avant, decided to utilize just his last name to separate himself from individual R&B craftsmen. Mayan Avant is the most youthful of 6 youngsters experiencing childhood in the dynamic neighborhoods of 110th Road in Forest Road. His melodic excursion started in the ensemble of the now-shut Association Slope Baptist Church, where he submerged himself in the heartfelt sounds of gospel music. Avant's initial impacts were wholly unbelievable. Craftsmen Arthur Franklin Marvin Gaye, Stevie Marvel, Sam Cooke, the Ojus, and the Isley siblings, these melodic monsters, molded his understanding and enthusiasm for what he affectionately calls extraordinary music. In an interview with John Soder of Cleveland's plain vendor Avant, he communicated his adoration for these immortal sounds, saying, "I love old-style music, but I could do without to call it old-style music. I like to call it extraordinary music." His regular ability and enthusiasm for music became clear as he won various ability shows. Counting the lofty Cleveland Dark Exhibition, perceiving his true capacity, Avant sought after conventional training in the expressions, concentrating on music and show at the Cleveland School of Human Expressions. The next year, Avant performed with a companion named Doc in a couple called Damn. The pair sent a tape of their exhibition to Eric Payton, a Chicago-based diversion chief intrigued by Avant's ability. Payton persuaded him to seek after a performance vocation. What's more, he acquainted him with maker Steve Huff. The cooperation among Avant and Huff denoted the start of an effective organization. Together, they started composing tunes with Payton, at first delivering an Ant single Isolated on his Compensation Down diversion mark, which immediately acquired critical airplay on Chicago radio station. WGCI and its prevalence prompted its consideration on MCR Records. 1999 Gathering Collection Summer Heat Avance Emotive and Sincere Verses promptly attracted correlations with R. Kelly, Charles E. Rogers of the New York Amsterdam News noted that R. Kelly Annett is a multi-gifted expert crooner writer and an officer. His lovely voice contained an increased feeling of enthusiasm and closeness, frequently direct or amazing if spontaneous assessment of the stricken ladies who heard him sing. There's an explanation. The staff at Sorcery Johnson Music, a juvenile name established by NBA legend Sorcery Johnson, heard a demo tape of Avant's work and were similarly intrigued. Johnson chose to make Avant the introduction craftsman for his mark, setting the stage for his forward leap into the standard music scene. Enchantment, Johnson Music, in a coordinated effort with MSCA, delivered Avant's debut collection. My considerations in May 2000 were that most of the tunes in the collection were co-composed by Avant and Huff, who moreover created the collection. The lead single Isolated turned into a huge hit, reverberating with audience members who associated with its powerful story. Avant shared the individual story behind the tune with John Soder of Cleveland's plain vendor, making sense of the story behind Isolated. I was 17 years of age, and I was confronting a 24-year-old. My mom told me not to leap out there so early, yet you know a sibling needs to consume his feet. My considerations additionally included impacts from exemplary R&B, exhibiting Avant's capacity to connect contemporary sounds with immortal music. He covered Renee and Angela's 1983R and was offered my most memorable love and examination was Isaac Hayes' brilliant on the track response. These components featured Avant's regard for the class' underlying foundations, while moreover characterizing his extraordinary style regardless of the inescapable correlations with R. Kelly. Avant considered this to be commendation in a meeting with Energy Online. He commented that being contrasted with R. Kelly is a commendation in itself. This game is around 12 years of age. He is Mr. R&B to be in the game and have my name brought in a similar sentence as that man is genuinely an honor. In 2002, Enchantment Johnson Music MC delivered Avant's collection Bliss. This collection displayed Avant's flexibility and highlighted a cluster of melodic styles. Steve Spat, a long-term colleague filled in as an officer, played every one of the instruments, and went about as chief maker close by Avant. Eric Payton and Wizardry Johnson, one of the champion tracks, was my most memorable love, a two-part harmony ditty with Kiki Wyatt, which turned into a top 5 R&B single that very year. Avant additionally worked together with Wyatt on her Don't Single Anything in This World. Moreover, the collection included a joint effort with Charlie Wilson of the whole band on the single One-Way Road, quote, Euphoria was noted for its variety, mixing hip-jump amicable funk with heartfelt numbers and slow sticks. Alex Henderson of AllMusic Guide applauded Avant's adaptability, featuring his capacity to move flawlessly between different melodic classifications in a meeting with Announcements Toy Moore in 2002. Avant uncovered that the public misfortune of September 11, 2001 affected his concentration on elevating topics since September 11, 2001. I've been attempting to have intercourse, making something that is intense. I need individuals to comprehend that more love ought to be in the house. There's no time for contentions. He said in Black Avant, characterized the collection's title, saying my meaning of rapture is having intercourse with a lady intellectually. It's tied in with getting into a relationship that endures. Men should treat their ladies right and cause a lady to feel like she's the sovereign of the earth, since that is reality. Following Euphoria, the Gene name delivered Avant's collection Private Room in 2003. Avant pointed to making a more cozy association with his crowd, particularly his female audience members, with a private room. I attempted to be more private with my fans because I felt as if they didn't know me. He told Energy Online the collection incorporated the hybrid single Read Your Brain, which broke into the main 25 on board's pop outlines. Avant's rising star likewise saw him make an appearance in the 2004 film Barbershop 2, Ready to Get It Done Business alongside Kiki Wyatt. He recorded a front of Ashford and Simpson's Your Valuable Love for the film's soundtrack, further establishing his presence in both the music and entertainment worlds. Reflecting on his excursion, Avant told Announcements More that tolerance and determination were urgent to his prosperity. It was difficult for me. He said, I pursued for more than 6 years to get into this industry. Then I at long last got my bundle to Enchantment Johnson. He heard it and got things going. You simply need to take it each day in turn in his Energy Online meeting. Avant accentuated the significance of making significant music. I attempt to make melodies that mean something to individuals that will stay with them. He made sense of Avant kept on cutting his specialty with the arrival of his 4th collection chief in 2006. This offering not just scaled the levels of the R&B hip jump collection's graph yet, in addition, had an imposing effect on the more extensive music scene, appearing at number 4 on the esteemed Board 200 graph. Initiating the collection's prosperity was its lead single when it heard a heartfelt song of praise that resounded profoundly with crowds and took off to the culmination of the R&B hip jump outline. Its hybrid allure was additionally highlighted by its presence on the Hot 100 outline, where it asserted the 91 spot determined by the developing music scene. Avant kept on developing as a craftsman and business visionary. His eponymous 5th collection, delivered in 2008, denoted a critical achievement in his profession, displaying his development as an artist and entertainer. In 2009, Avant Embar set apart on a piercing melodic venture with a front of Maz's work of art Euphoria and Agony, giving proper respect to the amazing band on the collection. Soul Music, an elite player recognition for Mays, with Frankie Beverly, a demonstration of his veneration for the class illuminating presences. Ensuing undertaking saw him marking Verve Conjecture and delivering his sixth studio collection, The Letter, in 2010, working together with regarded makers like the Pentagon, Mike City, Marshall Calfskins, and Kijun. In a demonstration of his enterprising soul, Avant established his own record name Crowd Amusement in 2013, finishing with the arrival of Face the Music, an undertaking that highlighted his obligation to sustain a rising ability. This adventure additionally yielded productive coordinated efforts, including an outstanding two-part harmony with Kiki Wyatt named You and Me, which rose to the highest point of the R&B hip-hop diagram, denoting Avant's continued significance in the ever-changing music scene. Thanks for watching this video.